By the time the nurse walked us in, we could all see through the window across the room that there was a storm about to brew. It had gotten darker outside. The wind was really blowing the leaves of the trees pretty hard, and those big, heavy raindrops were pounded against the window. Marlon and I stopped halfway between the door and the little girl's bed. The nurse was right behind us. And the little girl's mama was on the opposite side of the bed, leaning against the wall, gazing out the window, exhausted. Marlon stood right up and said, "Hi, my name is Marlon. Can I pray for your little girl?" The woman turned and looked at us like she just stopped, like she'd seen a ghost. Couldn't speak. She fixed her eyes on Marlon. Her mouth had already fallen open, so she just nodded yes. By this time, that wind was picking up. Trees were swaying outside, and we watched Marlon walk over to the foot of the bed. And like me and his daddy taught him, he put his hands up, bowed his head, and began to whisper his prayer. And after about a minute, I noticed the woman looking at Marlon like she was afraid of him. And then there was this loud clap of thunder, and the nurse behind me let out this loud gasp. So I'm looking to see what they see, and I noticed that Marlon has lifted up his head while he's praying, and he is bleeding from his eyes. And his blood had dripped on the girl's blanket on the bed. Mama was frozen, couldn't move. She nearly fainted. She kept herself from hitting the floor by grabbing onto the handrails on the side of the bed, and all she could say was, "Lord, have mercy, Lord, have mercy." Raindrops are pounding, and Marlon lets his hands down. And the little girl opens her eyes. And my son is just standing there. He's just fixed like he's in a trance looking at this little girl. And the wind lets up. The rain slows down. His bleeding stops. The girl blinks a few times, and then she musters up the courage and strength to say, "Hey, Marlon." To God be the glory. God's working through my son's tears.